Yes, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. Good to see some comments already in the chat. So that's good to see people in the chat waiting to come on. And they're all from Mr. Sentiments and Mr. Craig. So hopefully we'll see them in a bit. Hello. What's he saying? Like the ting. Yeah, guys, please hit the like button, smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. As I say, on the road to 300. We are going to be discussing all things football. And I've got my friends eagerly waiting in the back room. We are going to be talking about the transfer window, the merry-go-round of the transfer window, and all the other stuff that is actually going on. Pre-season friendlies, going to be looking forward to talking about that as well. And so let's go. So let me just quickly, what's Craig saying? That team that played Brentford today are useless. Get rid of them all. Simply not good enough. Yeah, I'm going to cover that a little bit when we talk about the game. I didn't even know that we was playing that game. I didn't actually realize we was playing that game. But it was a behind the closed doors at Conley. We lost 2-1 to Brentford. We was playing our second string side, so we haven't got a 100% record like the likes of Man United and Tottenham not losing. So listen, I know Chile, I can see him smiling in the background, but listen, we'll talk about that. But listen, let me bring in the guys. First of all, let me bring in Mr. D, Mr. Kofi, Mr. Ez, and Mr. Chili. We've got a full house tonight. Chili. What's Ez wearing, man? Is it sunny in there, bro? we'll come to that in a minute. We'll come to that in a second.
Yeah, but it's not time to talk about it.
Chili. Ez is done in the dark glasses, man. You should have worn that last week, bro. Yes, Mr. Craig.
Yes, Craig.
Yes, same brother. Always there, mate. And it's great to have you in the chat. Hopefully, we'll have more people to join in the chat. And again, big up to Sentiments as well in the chat. But first of all, let me ask the usual question, and I'll start with D on my right, probably your left if you're watching it. How you doing, Mr. D?
Yeah, man, getting there, man. You know what I mean? After not being that great, just kind of road to recovery and back to work and all the rest of it. But yeah, man, everything nice.
Everything good.
You know, already.
Nice, short and sweet, and no long thing tonight.
Saving the voice, mate.
What you saying, brother? What you saying?
Yeah, I know I wasn't here last week, but thank the Lord I'm back and raring to go. So we've got some big things to talk about. So all good.
Absolutely. Looking forward to tonight. Big conversations going on tonight. And Chili, what you saying, bro?
Yeah, I'm good, man. You?
I'm all right, bro. I'm happy, bro. You happy?
Yeah, I think I'm happier than certain people on the panel.
Okay, let's come to Ez. What you saying, Ez?
No comment.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
Man, in a dark place.
Man, you're in a dark place, bro.
Listen, lads. How my week's gone, look, everything outside of football, my week's been great, yeah? But there came a point where I had to delete WhatsApp just to give it a break, yeah? Because my Arsenal fans, my Liverpool fans, my Tottenham fans, my Man City, I've even got Man City fans, the ones that are normally quiet. Man City don't normally talk because they ain't got nothing to talk about.
The ones that just come out the woodwork, yeah? That was
come out of nowhere. Yeah. Listen, you man, I've had Crystal Palace fans. Yeah, on me. Yeah.
Well, listen, Sentiments is asking, are you good? Yeah, you're good. Esther, you're good. He wants to know if you're good.
Sentiments, man. Send me a prayer for Chelsea, man, because we're in trouble. We're gonna get there, but this is why the glasses are staying on for now, so you lot can't see the tears.
All right, okay.
Funny.
Well, glad to know that you're okay, Is. Yeah. Big up, Ian. What you saying, brother?
Yes, Ian.
Well done.
Yes, Ian.
Listen. We've got a lot to talk about. So listen, tonight's agenda, as you see, you can see it flying across at the bottom of the screen, but we are going to be talking pre-season kickoff. Interesting one there. Listen, look, it's a bit of chat. Will Kane be tempted by an interest? Just putting it out there. Does De Jong really want United as he may take a pay cut and stay? And this one here is Chelsea losing its pulling power as they are likely to miss out on another target? Man has blanked out his picture right now. And lastly, transfers, anything to declare? Let's get into it. So first of all, guys, let's get into the pre-season games. Let me just see what other people are saying here. That was some Mickey Mouse defending from Chelsea, from Craig there. Ian is saying special shout out.
See, everyone's on me. This is the problem. And you might not asking why I'm in black. You know what I mean? I'm asking why I'm dressed in black with glasses on. This is what I'm saying. It's all right, man. We're gonna get there, Dad, yeah.
Special shout out to the Chelsea fan from Ian. I take it Ian is an Arsenal fan. Okay, right. So listen, guys. Listen, I'm gonna have to. I'll tell you what. I'm loving this. I'm loving it. Yeah, last week my man was like, "Yo, you saying people? Yeah." What's
You notice, yeah. You notice that the Chelsea shirt didn't come out this week, yeah.
Yeah.
It can't be worn right now. Chilly, don't even say nothing. Chilly, don't even say nothing, my dog. Yeah, not this week. Yeah, I can't take it. I can't take it. My heart can't take it. Yeah.
I ain't saying nothing, man.
Chilly,
I'm just there.
Chilly.
I think that's making it worse, to be honest. The fact that Chilly ain't saying nothing is making it worse.
I'll tell you what. I'm telling you what this is like. Let me just give you this scenario. Imagine watching those mafia films. You know the mafia films when the man comes, hey, boss, come here. I just want to talk to you. And that's Chilly right now at Ezra. Man said, sit down. I want to talk with you. Right, I can't even do an Italian accent properly. But what's it? Couldn't they agree personal terms with Barcelona? Good day, guys. That's Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Australia.
No, Jay.
I was gonna say, he's not in Australia, but she's practicing an Australian accent. As you know, we're hoping to jet out to Australia in October.
Nice.
Okay.
Stuff,
Junior, big up. Yes, brethren. What's up, one?
yes, Junior.
But listen, we wanna talk about the friendly matches, and let me go to let's go to, when was it? Wednesday, Thursday, the first game. All right, good. Let's go. So, let's talk about the game. Charlotte FC 1, Chelsea 0.
Wow. Really? I missed that one, you know? Charlotte FC, you know?
Question. Who are they? What country are Charlotte from? Who are they?
I couldn't even tell you, for real.
Major League, bro. Major League.
MLS.
Listen,
MLS, isn't it?
gents.
Yes, my brother.
Our team, yeah, is meant to have how much players that even our third and fourth team is meant to be a top team compared to Charlotte FC.
Right.
And they've gone and drawn to them. Now, let me take off the glasses. You, man, I'm vexed. I'm so far gone vexed. I stayed up late. I have to stay up late to watch these American matches, you know.
Right.
Yeah? 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I'm up to watch. I'm watching my players kick the ball off the pitch. Man's trying to play a pass to feet, and the ball's gone off the pitch, and everyone's looking around at Tuchel, like it's Tuchel's fault. Now, listen, I'm tired of Werner. I'm tired of Werner. Werner can't. Werner can't even play in Championship right now.
Well, right now, Werner's linked with a loan deal to Juventus. I'm hearing.
I will let him go for free. I'm that
really?
It's damage limitation now.
You may need to stay away from that.
Honestly, right now, gents, Sterling's come to the club thinking, what have I done? Honestly, he's pinching himself thinking, I'm surely this is a dream, and I'm still at Man City really, because he's come from Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva, what's his name, Gundogan, you know, ballers, Mahrez, ballers, yeah.
What I would say is, the only difference is that at Chelsea wear a darker colour shade of blue. So
Norms. I can't take this, because even when Sterling comes on, Sterling still ain't even playing his best, and he looked miles apart. Even the simple touches, the simple ideas he has, even against Arsenal, he came on second half. I don't know.
We'll come to that in a minute. Don't touch on Arsenal yet. We'll come to that in a minute.
Let's stick with Charlotte.
No, let's stick with Charlotte. Now, can I just say, okay, you lost on penalties, right?
Yeah.
What on earth was that penalty from Gallagher? Can somebody please tell me?
Did everyone see it? Yeah.
Did anybody see the penalty from Colin Gallagher?
No, I missed. No.
Did he try a chip or something? Or?
No, he didn't try nothing. It was pathetic.
Pathetic.
You know what he might as well have done, yeah? This is what he might as well have done. Got on all four knees,
and
used his head to roll the ball in the net. That's what he might as well have done.
Oh, is that what he did? Oh, wow.
That's how bad the penalty was.
Listen. My missus, all jokes aside, my missus takes a better pen than that. I'm being so serious. I'm being straight with you, Norms. That was awful. Awful. Get it done. Get the mentality right. You want to jump in his team, score the pen, man. Yeah. What are you trying on tricks for? Yeah. It's not like his position is settled in his team. You just come back from Crystal Palace. Show the man that you can put a pen away. 6 yards out.
No, listen. Regardless of what string you put out, you should be beating this Charlotte FC or whatever you want to call this team.
Sterling ain't used to losing any preseason game. Any Man City go up and tear up teams pre-season before the season even start. Yeah. Sterling ain't used to this.
Yes, son.
Yeah.
Look, and just laughing at me. And this is serious. This is serious. This has been keeping. Look, if you ask my wife, I've been up late, guys. Can't sleep. Can't sleep. Vexed.
Just tormented with the team, innit?
I had to even say a prayer to say, you know what, football can't be having this stir in my spirit like this, bro.
Exactly.
You know, pre-season. And then what makes it worse is you Arsenal fans. Don't worry, mate. It's only pre-season. Oh, get out.
Let's just crack on. So obviously we was playing Orlando City, a more name. They play in MLS as well. We beat them 3-1. Goals by Martinelli, Nketiah, and Reece Nelson. Torres scored for them. But in the end, we stepped up the pace and beat them. We're having quite a good pre-season, so I'm really pleased with that. You know what I mean? But really, I wanted to see the test because listen, it's all right beating these teams, you know, Orlando City, Everton, and that. But the real test obviously would come when we play Chelsea. But we'll come to that in a bit. Man City winning 2-1 against Club America. Kevin De Bruyne scoring on the 30th and 45th minute. Another walk in the park for these guys. I don't even know if they've played their strongest team. And then let's come to Liverpool against our beast Leipzig. Now, Kofi, obviously your team didn't do the quad last season, but it was great to see my man getting a quad in that game. And that's Darwin Núñez. I was getting a little bit worried about him, but
Darwin got the quad.
Darwin got the quad. He came on second.
Noodles.
Did he come? Coach, I mean. Listen, Kofi's one of these guys, yeah. He stays quiet, yeah, because this man wasn't talking about Darwin Núñez. And all of a sudden now I'm getting texts in my phone. Yeah, Darwin Núñez. He's a man. I say, yo, behave yourself, yeah, right. But listen, Mo Salah gets the goal in the 8th minute. You watched the game. I didn't watch the game, Kof. So
yeah,
what was your take on the game? Quickly.
You know what? The thing was, we looked a bit light in midfield, and we definitely need someone to bolster at midfield because. Flacco, Fabinho, he's done his bit, but he looks like he's a little bit off the pace. Hendo, I think probably his legs are going, so we're gonna have trouble in midfield. So that's one thing that I'm a little bit concerned. But you know, once probably up front we get going, I think we're gonna be all right.
I keep hearing. I mean, talking to other Liverpool players and Liverpool supporters that I know, they keep going on about that you're really are going to miss Mane. You know, I don't know.
We will. You know, the thing is, we need Mane in terms of he always starts well in the season, and our problem is that we need to start well every season because we know where City are going to come from. We know City are going to be thereabouts. They're going to push mid-season and push on from there. Tottenham going to probably start well. Yeah. We don't know how Arsenal are going to start, but we kind of need a good amount of goals, and we're missing 15, 16, 17 goals.
Well, listen, 4 goals in 45 minutes. Not a bad return. Pre-season, RB like
but the acid test is start of the season. Like we got City on Saturday, and
is that the
Charity Shield?
Charity Shield. Oh yeah, forgot about that.
Forgot about
that. We might see Haaland. We might see Nunes. We'll see how they both fare. So yeah.
Yeah, Jay says you miss Mane badly. I just think he brings something different to the side. I mean, as I said last week and a couple of weeks ago, like when the game gets tough for Liverpool, he's the one that kind of gets it out the bag. Do you know what I mean? Like, Mo Salah, I think once the goal's going, Mo Salah just adds to it. But I think breaking, because you may have 2 or 3 players around Mo Salah, but somehow Mane seems to break the lines. He seems to go past players. He just gets a goal out of nothing. And I really do think.
But even now, there's talk that Firmino might be traded off to go to Juventus, and that's going to be difficult because we need experience as well. Yeah. So I don't think it's going to be good for us to be letting go of players when we brought in some new players who they need a little bit of time. No, absolutely. I mean, there's talk. I mean, he's 30 years old. Yeah, he's right
down the pecking order now, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah, but the problem is Jota's injured.
Right.
So so and he's got about 5 weeks before he gets back to some fitness. So he's going to miss a good few games in the season. So,
are you likely to be making any more signings at all?
I don't think so at this point. There was talk that we were going to go for Nunes from where was he from?
I know. Yeah. What's his name? It was just 2 of them. Liverpool were in for him, and who else was in for him? There's another team that was in for him.
But I mean, the price that they're quoting is probably highly unlikely we're going to go for him right now. Maybe in January if we feel we need to bolster. Yeah. But I'm happy with our signings. Carvalho looks good. He's going to be a threat, and obviously we'll see how he fares in the beginning of the season if he does start some games. I'm hoping Diaz does pick up from where he started last season. Back in the last season. So yeah, we'll see. But I'm in good spirits.
Okay, fair enough. Man United 2, Aston Villa 2. Man United went 2-0 up. Jadon Sancho coming really good. He's
had a great pre-season though.
Yeah, and Matty Cash obviously got an own goal. Then second half, Leon Bailey pulls one back in the 49th minute, and then in the dying injury time, 90 plus 3 minutes, Callum Chambers, ex-Arsenal player, brings it level 2-2. And I know for the fact that go on, sorry.
He was furious, no.
I know,
right? But you know what? This is what he needs to see, though. He needs to see how this team bottles it, because we've been doing this for a while, where we've got in front, and then I mean, to be fair, he made quite a few subs because it's pre-season. I get it, but you should be able to defend a 2-0 lead regardless. Otherwise, the squad still isn't good enough, which we know. You know what I mean? And he's had 3 signings coming. We've now seen Ericsson and Martinez. I've seen the videos now that they're in the kits and all that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Have you seen that video of it's a little like midget guy doing the ropes, and you've got Slabhead standing up next to him. So there's 2 defenders.
Is there?
Yeah, so Slabhead is standing up. Yeah, but it's not actually Slabhead, it's another guy representing Slabhead. And the guy's got 2 thick ropes. This is Martinez, got 2 thick ropes. And then when they pan to the guy that's standing up, they see his shoelaces going like that.
But listen, you know what? All jokes aside with Martinez and the height, right? Martinez did manhandle the City boy in Champions League, and the City boy's got about a foot on him. So let's not get it twisted now. You know what I mean? He, as small as he is, he can handle his business. It's how I see it, because it's how I see it. Unless man's scoring a header over him, he's got to bring it to the ground. When it comes to the ground, he's going to deal with him. Trust me on that. So if he ain't scoring a header on him, then I'm not worried about that. And that's what we got Slabhead for. You got Slabhead to mark a big man when it comes to free kicks coming in the box and all that. But you know what? Like I say, Ten Hag, when I watched the interview afterwards, he wasn't happy with the way we just kind of lapsadaisical, because it's almost like the commentator called it. He goes, "This is gonna be the last kick of the game, and watch them score." And so said, so done. It was like we're that predictable that we just switched off in literally the last 30 seconds of the game to lose the game, to draw the game 2-2. And for me, like, no team should be conceding. No, I know it's pre-season, but you're 2-0 up. You should be able to put that to bed. I mean, we did squander some chances, which happens. You know, the players are getting their fitness levels up, trying to knock the rust off and all that. But yeah. Like for me, I've been happy with the pre-season so far, but I'm glad that he saw what these guys can do when they're in a winning position, as in just completely shut down and make novice Sunday League errors. You know what I'm saying? You just switch it off and give him man a free header. Come on, man. You know, most of that 11 are internationals. These are not Mech players. You know what I mean? Even though they choose to down tools last season, or chose to, I should say, to down tools. I was annoyed that we actually made Villa look like a prime Barcelona in the second half. You know what I'm saying? When we should have put that to bed. So, but it's good that the manager sees that, because then he knows really and truly when the things get tough, who he can trust. And there's a lot of players still in that squad that you can't trust.
But I mean, he's like, I mean, it looks like he could be on his way out. He doesn't look like he's going to be, sort of going to be coming into Ten Hag's plans. Now that obviously Martinez is there, you know, him playing as a left-sided centre back alongside. Well, it'll probably be Varane. What happened?
No, it probably won't. He probably won't be Varane.
Right. Okay.
I think Varane has had a very poor
pre-season.
Yeah.
He's been found out, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's been found out, and this is what I said to people: when Madrid let you go, they're normally letting you go because they know that we need that no more. So all this thing about I need a new challenge. No, you came for the money, my brother, and your body ain't up for it. I expect Slabhead and Martinez to start the season, and then I expect Lindelof and Varane to be just there as, you know, in the rotation. For whatever reason, his body keeps breaking down. Now maybe he got for a medical when he probably should had no business getting for a medical. Because I think if he got found out in the medical, then we wouldn't mind him. But like I say, if Madrid is getting rid of you and you're coming to a misfiring United, don't tell me that you're coming for a new challenge. I ain't trying to hear all that. You know what I mean? Like, because the people have come in the summer, they're coming for the new manager as well as the new challenge. You know, new managers there. It's a fresh start for everybody. But I'm looking at Varane and I'm not convinced. Unfortunately, this is supposed to be Champions League Varane, and he don't look like he's going to be even Europa League Varane, never mind Champions League Varane. It looks a little washed, and hopefully you can prove me wrong. But at this moment in time, it looks washed to me, which is kind of worrying. You know what I mean? Well, not worrying, but he's on big money. You know, there once again another player that's come on big money, and I don't think he starts. And if he does start, then that's an even bigger indictment on Slabhead. If he starts, if this one starts over Slabhead, you know what I mean? Because Slabhead's been okay to a point. You've been seeing him get caught out. You know what I talked about, how he plays on his heels. You've seen that a few times, like, because he's been forced to push up because Ten Hag wants to play that way. He's telling him to get up to the halfway line, and you can see this man looking scared to go anywhere near the halfway line because he knows he ain't got the turn of pace. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I still think
question in the chat:
on,
will Man United buy players out of contracts like Arsenal if they can't get rid?
No.
Nah, you have to remember, Norm, how much money we spent paying off managers since Ferguson's gone. We've binned a load of money. I reckon we've been close to 50 million, if not a bit more, in payouts. That's a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
So to start buying out contracts, it's a little bit, that's a sticky road to go down. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the video of the Odegaard all rolling up at Carrington at the same time as Ronaldo. I mean, the whole thing. I mean, if I was 10, I'd gotta be cussing. Like, don't bring them geriatrics to my club. It's my club now. Let me deal with him. What are they doing there? Fergie all them man. Nah, man, I was vexed to see that. Ferguson, Roy Keane,
Listen,
Brian Robson, you know.
Listen, we'll touch on that. Yeah, we'll touch
madness,
on that.
mate.
As you can see, I think it's flying across the screen. I've said something about Man United Circus.
Yeah.
Right, so we will come to that. Let's just quickly look at Preston 1, Leicester City 2, Jamie Vardy and Barnes getting it.
Harvey Barnes, yeah, man.
Harvey Barnes. Leicester don't seem to be that active in the transfer window. I mean,
I feel like Rodgers doesn't care anymore.
I'm getting that sense. I'm getting that sense that he doesn't care. And I know Tottenham.
Something's not right there.
Tottenham are linked with James Maddison, Chile. I mean, they're looking at James Maddison, and I don't know if it's something that James Maddison would be tempted to do to come to Tottenham. I mean, I don't know if it's just talk or if there's some seriousness in it. Have you got any thoughts on that? Just quickly.
On Maddison coming.
Yeah. I mean, there's links. There's links. With James Maddison.
I see that we've been linked with him. I wouldn't mind if he came. We need a creative player.
Yeah.
So,
and you've got Jed Spence as a bargain.
Watch that kid. He's going to light up.
He's got a bit of a mouth on him, though, isn't he?
He's from South London. Of course, he has.
Man needs to just calm down a bit, you know.
You know
what I mean? Yeah, he doesn't need to run his gums too much. Just calm down, yeah.
You don't need to worry about him. Or maybe you do.
Nah, I ain't worried about him. I'm worried about him.
But no, Barnes is a good shot as well. You know, I'm surprised nobody's gone after him, including us.
Yeah.
He's a good shout. Even you guys, Chile, Kofi. I'm surprised you guys didn't look at RB Barnes. It's a problem, man.
Good footballer.
But will he step up to that level at Liverpool? I don't know.
Of course,
he will.
Yeah,
I think he will. I mean, I'm just surprised that no one's gone after him, and that means he probably signed a contract extension or something like that. Yeah. So he probably got 5 years or 4 years.
Leicester tied down a lot of their players apart from Tielemans because he refuses to sign. So for example, Fofana, Chelsea want Fofana. Who don't Chelsea want? Anyway, we'll get onto that. But Chelsea want Fofana, but he's got a contract till 2027.
Right. Yeah.
That's a lot.
He's going to cost a lot of money. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Chelsea are going to win at least 70 million plus.
Oh my lord. Yeah. Well, I'm not even
easily.
Start on that.
That's a starting point. That's just a starting point.
That's just to get around the table.
Yeah, just to get around the table, man. So
because remember, he's a better player than Slabhead, and look what Slabhead cost us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Definitely. Rangers 1, Tottenham 2. Harry Kane on a double there, mate. 50 minutes and the 56th minute, scoring 2 goals. Rangers at one. I think Rangers took the lead actually in the 24th minute, and then Harry Kane, obviously in the second half, getting 2 goals there. They winning that game.
Did you see the first goal?
No, I didn't. Do you know what? I didn't sit to watch the game. Do you want to sort of give us a little commentary on that, Chile?
What, on the goal?
Yeah, because I didn't see it. So,
he just came into the box, put it onto his right foot, and curled it into the corner. Yeah, beautiful goal. Beautiful.
Okay. Yeah. So listen, Harry Kane. Listen, we'll talk about Harry Kane because obviously he's attracting interest from the big German giant. So we will come on to that. Let me just
There ain't nothing to talk
through
about.
Wolves against Besiktas. They winning that game 3-0, and then we come on to the game later that night. I sacrificed my sleep to stay up and watch the Arsenal Chelsea game, and what a game that was.
I didn't see it. What was the score, Norman?
Here we go. Here we go. No. We're not doing this tomfoolery. We're not doing this tomfoolery. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
It was a good slap.
Well, listen.
Wow, Kofi. Okay. So Kofi come alive. Norms. This was the Kofi you was talking about, right? The Nunes Texas, yeah. Okay. So Kofi, was it anything like the slap Liverpool got the other day from Man United?
Yes,
anything like it?
Bro.
Was it the same thing? Are you saying you can relate to me? Is that what you're saying? You can relate to the slap?
Look. That game weren't even nothing. That was the first game. But this one, come on now. You should be beating.
The goalposts has moved.
Right.
The goalposts have moved. Hey, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what Big D wants to say about that. But
Man, let me leave that alone.
Anyway, Norms.
Yes,
sorry,
yes,
as you were,
brother.
I'll let Norms set off.
Let's talk about the Arsenal Chelsea game.
Yeah.
Now, listen, that for me was our biggest test. Sorry,
that was the test.
That was our biggest test, and I thought, okay, we pretty much put out our strongest side, because obviously we're 2 weeks away, under 2 weeks away now from playing our first game against Crystal Palace. So I think we needed to put out our strongest side. William Saliba, my God, what a defender! Listen, if we was to go for William Saliba now, the amount of money that guy would cost, unbelievable.
I was number 21.
He's 21.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. He's young, man.
21. And had Werner and Arvets in his back pocket, mate.
See, one of them,
No,
Rolls Royce, mate.
Sorry, let me make it clear. When we play with Werner, we play with 10 men. You understand? That's I'm just making that very clear to you.
Yeah.
I'm not making that very clear to you. When we play, and all right. Let's touch the match then.
Yeah,
Saliba,
talk about it. Yeah,
Saliba, fantastic. Jesus looks like he's been playing for Arsenal for a while. The Zinchenko was literally looking up and saying 50-yard ping.
Do you see that ball to Saka?
I saw it crossfield. Lovely. Yeah, and
beautiful.
What I'm actually seeing is actually Arteta.
Beautiful.
Wow.
So, Norm, the question is, are you Arteta in now?
Nope.
No, because all he's done is bought Man City and brought them to Arsenal.
Right, so, no, I'm not. I'm not back at Arteta.
That's funny, bro.
I'm not. No, listen.
No, I'm hearing you, man. Stick to your
be consistent.
conviction.
Consistent. No, because at the end of the day, those set of players, with a better manager, we would stand a better chance of getting top four. And I would say maybe someone like a Conte, Klopp, Ten Hag, Tuchel, they will get these guys pushing for not a title. I wouldn't say we'll be in a title race, but I think under Arteta, he just hasn't got the minerals.
No, but at least your project
still learning
is
on the
now.
job. He's still learning. Say that again, mate.
Your project is now progressing. Compared to everyone else's projects, we've got Man United's project, Chelsea's project, arguably Tottenham's project. All these projects going on. Arsenal's project is now is kicking off, and
it's looking a little bit more stable.
Yeah, it is. I'm not saying it's all there. You still need more depth, but your starting 11 is now looking a bit scary.
And I absolutely agree with you, Ez. And the reason why I say that, because obviously I've just learned today we lost to Brentford 2-1 behind closed doors. Yeah, so so we lost to Brentford 2-1.
But that was your second team, no?
That was our second string team. None of the first team that played that day started in that game.
And
so
I think that's fair. That's a decent score for your second team.
We need a deep squad. We need at least 2 or 3 more players, if not 4 players, because we can't be going from that first team side and then you see a stark difference when we now put out our second string. Because say for instance, if Jesus gets injured, you've got Eddie Nketiah to come in. Now Eddie Nketiah will probably play better with Jesus, but by himself I don't think he can take Arsenal to the next level. Then you've got the likes of Thomas Partey. If he gets injured, who are you going to have to come in and fill his space? Yeah? Tierney will play maybe 60-70% of the season. Then he gets injured. Obviously, we've got Zinchenko who can come in there and cover for him. But then if you have a situation where if, say, one of the midfielders get injured, then does Zinchenko come in and cover in the middle? Do you know what I mean? So I think we should have really just gone for well, it's either we go and get another midfielder, an upgrade on Granit Xhaka, or somebody that can fight and sort of be behind the likes of Thomas Partey. Do you know what I mean? That I think personally we need more depth in the middle of the park. Right back, you've got Tommy Asu still breaking down. Cedric doesn't fill me with any, confidence.
That's why I'm surprised you didn't go for Jed Spence. He's not a lot of money.
No, it wasn't a lot of money. That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't a lot of money. So that's my worry, that if we get key injuries in key areas, we haven't got, and that's what happened to us last season. And that's why we couldn't push on in the end. We had Nuno Tavares. Now, Tavares, he looks like he's going to be going on loan to, I think
as
he should. Where is it? Atlanta, or possibly, I know there was talk about Brighton, but he looks like he's going to go on loan. But he's just not ready. Yeah, we obviously we're not going to sell him. I think it's an option. There's no option to buy. He needs to go ply this trade. If it's in the Italian league, then do that and then come back and we'll see how we go. But
Saliba did it.
Well, Saliba did it, and look, he's come back and the guy is doing the business. Everton was a tougher game than CFC, and Everton looked.
This guy's on me. This guy's on me. This guy's on me. Look. I'm not gonna deal with you today, okay? Listen, I love you all, everyone watching from home. Yeah, listen. Now Norman's had his piece and all the great things he's got to say about Arsenal. With Chelsea, abysmal, because Tuchel, I know he's got marital issues at the moment. He's going through arguments with his missus.
Really?
I don't know. They almost broke up at the end of the season. He's too focused on work, all of that. Which, when your club's going through sanctions and Rudiger's leaving on a free and Christensen's leaving on a free and your captain's gone his way to Barca, I can understand. You don't know if Roman Abramovich is your gaffer or it's Todd Bowley, and then it becomes Todd Bowley, and then it's just like, okay, do you know what I mean? So all of these things, and then you look up and you got Man City that's just signed Haaland, and you look over at Werner and be like, okay, all right, the standard's a bit different over here. All right, but on the level, he started a 4 at the back against Arsenal. Now Chelsea haven't played 4 at the back since Maurizio Sarri. What on earth are you doing starting a 4 at the back against Arsenal? Now, I don't know if it was a petition to the board to say, get me my signings, because this what will happen if we have to play this 4 at the back, because I ain't got enough centre-backs to play the 3 that I want to play. Yeah. I don't know if that was what he was saying first half. He played Gallagher. Gallagher went on to score how many goals for Palace? I don't know if the Palace guy's here today. He'll tell you.
I don't think he's in the chat at the moment.
He played more like an attacking midfielder, bombing into the box. He played Gallagher as a defensive midfielder against Arsenal.
And he was trying to take out our players. Mate, it's a pre-season friendly, and mate, I don't know what he was doing. That's not his position. I don't think he maliciously was, but he's not a defensive midfielder. You know, so to play Gallagher there when he was scoring goals for no one's business higher up the field, the weeks, for Crystal Palace all season is concerning. Then you look over at the pitch. Alonso's still at my club. You know, I saw Saka taking the mick out of Alonso, and then he's taken Alonso off to play a centre back, left back, and then honestly, it couldn't get any worse. Then I thought, cool, second half Sterling's on. I suppose the question is, as you said, is he even trying to make a point, but you have got Chelsea fans coming out now and saying that this man needs to go because he's done what he's doing. There are Chelsea fans saying that. Do you know what I mean? There are Chelsea fans saying that. Don't get me wrong. It might be that he was trying to make a point. Do you know what I mean?
Don't get me wrong. Look, I will criticize Tuchel for his bad decisions and stuff, but I've also got to look at what he's got to work with, and he has not got.
And a bad performance in it, you know that once.
Listen. When you've got this to work with, I'm not saying we've got bad players, but the bare bones. Until Koulibaly came on. When Koulibaly came on, I was like, okay. Koulibaly actually put some authority back in this back line now, you know. But anyway,
what happened with Sterling in that game? Because mate,
he was okay. But when I saw Sterling, no. Okay, Sterling played 4 key passes One to Havertz, one to Werner. The other one was again to Werner, and the last one was to Mason Mount, which Mason Mount hit the crossbar from. Yeah. Cool. Those 4 passes, Werner kicked one off the pitch. Havertz, I don't know what he did with it. Havertz, he isn't match fit. And in the last 2, as I said, Mason Mount hit the crossbar. And the last one, I'm not sure what happened. But as I said this to you earlier, lads. Sterling must be thinking, what on earth have I just joined? Because these 4 passes at City, one of them goes in. Yeah. One of them goes in. One of them lead to a shot at least on target. So, as much as you're saying what happened to Sterling, look what he's got to work with. He's used to having Foden, Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne.
But Ez, right. I mean, look. Listen, the team that you had under Tuchel, you remember these same guys went and won a European Cup. They won a Super Cup or a Champions League Cup. They won a Super Cup. So, what's happened? Why have they fallen off the plateau?
You're talking about the Chelsea best 11 with Chilwell playing left back, not Alonso. Not Malang Sarr, with Rudiger holding down my defense, not Chalobah. Do you know what I mean? So that's a completely different team to this second fiddle team.
I'll tell you, Jesus twist up Chalobah until man had to come up with the hamstring.
Do you consider Tuchel one of the elite managers or just a good manager?
No, he's elite. He's elite. However, he also needs the players, just like everyone else. Just like every other manager. Conte has now reinforced his team to get now. You're going to see what he's going to do. Look, if you watch the Pep documentary, the same one that's coming out for Arsenal, for Man City, how much money he sat down with that board to spend to get it right. You remember the days where he had Zabaleta and Otamendi, and he had to play Fabian Delph left back. And all them thing there. He had to slowly get this team to where it is now, you know. Klopp the same. Klopp, before Van Dijk came in, he was scoring goals, but he couldn't keep them out the other end. So just like everyone else, Tuchel needs his players. Now he's kind of this is his first season. Last season he only bought Lukaku. You know, this is his first season that he said, right, now I've had a full season from January to May. I need players, and these guys have somehow managed to drop the bag on Koundé, drop the bag on Rafinha, and we're going to get to transfers later. So Norm, tell me if I'm going too far into it. But they've dropped the bag on these men that he said, yo, just go and get me the players I want and I'll get you the trophies. Why am I being your director of football and your manager and your club spokesman to kind of fend off all the sanctions and fend off all the transition? He's doing too much. And plus, when he goes home in the evening, he is not drinking a Guinness. He's now having to deal with the missus that's saying, well, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're working, you know what I mean? What about me and the kids?
So, I mean, we might as well touch on the Chelsea game. Chelsea needs to seal the deal. Why are they sealing the deal? Koundé, you missed out on Koundé.
You know who Marina is? Marina went and got Fabregas from Barca. These times he wanted to come back to Arsenal. She said, no, come. Yeah, she signed Diego Costa. She signed Kante. Marina should never, ever have been sacked. She steps these deals. You see this Rafinha thing? It couldn't happen. No player in the last 10 years has held Chelsea to ransom. None. It's either we're coming for you, here's the money we're going to pay, you're going to sign this piece of paper, or we're pulling out and we're not interested. We've been hanging on to Rafinha for about 3 weeks. We're hanging to Koundé until Barcelona's coming.
No, last week you was looking into your screen and you was telling us the deal's done.
Well, to be honest to you, man, I said it looks that way. Yeah, I said it looks. I need to go and
look back on that thing.
Honestly, look back it. I wasn't even that confident myself. I was like, Fabrizio said it, but normally with Fabrizio, it's a here we go. He said Chelsea have verbally agreed. That's what I said last week. Yeah,
right. And Kempembe, what's happening with him? What's happening with him? That he's now decided that he doesn't want to come to you guys. He wants to go to PSG.
I don't know how or what conversation happened, but under the old Chelsea regime, it was we are signing you, and that's that. There ain't no opportunity for another club to snap you up. You're joking me?
Yo, Ez, it has to be down to this new ownership, you know.
Oh yeah,
I think they're shafting you because it's like anything. You can't come into a business and just start swinging the axe like that. That's just so naive, right? Because if Chelsea had always been, you have to remember, Chelsea are very good at getting them young players out on loan, and I'll be honest with you, they normally offer the right kind of money for the project to get players that they get in. Now all of a sudden, it just feels like, what's going on here? I mean, you lot are moving like us, if not worse.
But the thing is, the thing is, the boss is one of those guys where he doesn't want to take any talk from anyone else, and it's just him alone or no way. And
I get it though. He's just spent 4.5 billion, yeah. So in a way, that's his prerogative. But when you've got someone that closes deals for, even if you change her role to whatever it was before, and say, look, I want to keep you on, but all I want you to do is get that closed. Go and get it done, because that's what you know how to do. Yeah.
I think even though they've left the club, they're still there in sort of as advisors. That's what I heard. That, yeah,
advisors, but he's not sending her on the plane to make sure she comes back with Kunde. To make
Exactly.
It looks like the problem. It looks like the problem is that Todd Bowley can't close out a deal. That's what I'm saying there.
No. Let's not go that far, because he's got Koulibaly and he's got Sterling.
Kunde
and they're massive signings.
You tried to hijack another deal. I can't remember the guy that was going to. I think he's ended up either going to PSG or whatever. I can't remember the player.
Oh, that was nonsense. That's just desperacy. That's the listen. He's got one hand on the pen to sign a deal, and now you want to come for him. He's gonna think, well, where was you before? You was there trying to sign Kunde. You weren't interested in me. Well, do you know what I mean? It's a bad way to go about it. You know, it's a bit.
They're quite public though. Chelsea. I mean, the guy is quite public in terms of how they're doing the deals. I mean,
and it wasn't this way under Roman norms. Under Roman,
well, this was trying to say. You just knew. All you heard was that Chelsea liked the player and they got the player. Now,
that was it.
All of a sudden now you're mirroring what Man United are doing right now.
That's what I'm telling him.
It's becoming like a service right now.
Everything is out in the public rather than you just get the deal done and announce it, and then suddenly you're like, yo, they signed this man. Because like I look at this thing with De Jong, right, and people are saying, well, if that don't work out, then there must be a plan B. Who wants to be the plan B now after that circus? That's what I'm saying.
Academy player or something. They don't want to be that.
Nah, you know I mean? I've watched enough of the academy players to know that none of them are at Frankie's level now to be thrown into that first team and expect to produce. That'd be totally unfair, and that could ruin their career as well if that happened.
One more going to pick before we move on to everyone.
Go on, man. Go on, bro.
After this, I ain't gonna moan no more about Chelsea. I'm tired. Trust me, guys. I'm losing sleep. Can't see my eyes. You don't see my eyes. Yeah,
but you better put them dark glasses back on, mate.
Listen, this is what I'm saying, Norms. Anyway, look, if you've got one more hour to spare, look here quickly. Look, Barcelona. I'm sick and tired of them. I hope we draw them in the Champions League, yeah? And
I don't know how they do their business. Can somebody tell me? No, for real, go. How have anybody, please tell me in the chat, or you guys on there, how are Barcelona doing what they're doing right now?
I want to apply for a special credit card to make sure I can afford whatever the ticket price is to go to watch that match so that Chelsea fans can hear and feel me when I'm saying we better beat them. Because listen, Norms, I went to buy a car the other day, yeah? And I said to them, they asked me how I want to pay. I said, look, I've got credit card, debit card, check, or the Barcelona payment.
Exactly.
It's across 12 years. How about that? How's that sound? No interest. Just how's that sound? Man looked at me strange. I said, well, how are they getting away with it then? What's the difference between me and them? You know what I mean? Sorry, that's my last words, gents. I ain't saying no more about that.
But you know, if you look at the Barcelona thing, right? Because they're buying players and they're not registering them, right?
That's crazy.
So this is what I think is going on here. I think Barcelona know they're going to have a transfer embargo, so they're buying these players. So when the transfer embargo happens, it don't matter because their mans are already in. And so all they got to do is say, well, we already own him, we just got to register him. I think it's a stunt they're pulling it because you can't owe, I think it's like 4 or 5 players back wages, and then you just dropping this amount of million on one man. You just bring your mans in.
They still owe Lionel Messi.
I know.
Money.
That's what I'm saying. So I actually think that Barcelona are playing the system. So the system is rigged to allow that to happen. So they get all the players in, come the end of the window, they say, right, you got a year or 2-year transfer embargo, and they say, right, we got 7 men that we just bought in, we nice. That's what they're doing. Trust me, that's what they're doing. I think they got, and otherwise, what we're seeing makes no sense to how they're allowed to get away with it. because you're buying players and just putting them on the shelf and not even registering them.
You know, they still haven't registered Lewandowski. You know,
Exactly.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Guys.
Ridiculous.
Imagine. Yeah. So they're gonna get this. They're gonna get this Kunde guy in. I really want to. I'd love to be a fly on the wall just to see how these guys are getting on.
You know, Norman. You know everything they're doing is illegal, but everyone has to got to prove that it's illegal. It's one of them situations there where they say, "Well, actually, no, it's all above the books because we haven't registered them." And you see with Frankie, right? This is what I say, right? People are saying that, oh, he's holding on for the money, right? He's holding on for the back pay, and I get it. It's 17 million euros. That's a lot of money to walk away from, but it has to be more than that.
Right,
And because they're saying, if you stay with us, you got to take a pay cut. Now, people are saying that he wasn't really working that well within that Barcelona system last season, so it's not like he was starting every game for them.
Hey,
but
can I put you?
Go on.
Did you hear Xavi say that he's a good option at centre back?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's taking the P in it. He's taking the P. So
Honestly.
So you look at it and you say they're actually clowning him now because you owe the man money. He actually played him at centre back, didn't he? He played him there.
He did against Real Madrid.
In a friendly, right? So you pay him at centre back. You owe him money, and he's not gonna guarantee start. If he comes to Old Trafford, he starts. He guarantees he starts. And so this is what he's got to look at. Is in he's got a World Cup coming. If he stays there, World Cup year, and doesn't start for Barca, and they still say, right, since you stay, you got to take another pay cut. So that's 17 million plus apparently another 4 or 5 million on top of the 17 million they already owe him. If he stays there, he's actually mugging himself off.
So how they getting away with it?
Exactly, mate.
There's no investigation that I know about.
Listen,
right.
I'll tell you now. At some point, it will all come out in the wash.
If that was Man City or United putting that stamp, or Liverpool, they'd be all over us. They'd be all over us.
They'll try and get them banned.
I reckon Real Madrid, especially because of their president, he's the same president that in the Super League, didn't he?
Yeah.
I reckon he's watching closely, waiting to put in his case.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Waiting. Especially because they missed out on Mbappe and all that. They've really got to me, boss. I can't lie to you.
The thing is, with the young situation, if Savic, they're talking about possibly as an alternative, good player, who's he played for again?
Lazio.
Lazio. Oh, okay.
Milinkovic Savic.
We was linked with him. Yeah, we was linked with him. Very good player.
Is it cool?
So is that our plan B then, Norman? Allegedly.
That could be your plan. Yeah, that could be. Sorry, let me just.
I'll be honest. I'm not sure if you know much about him.
Nah, not really.
The man is 6'5", but technical.
Yeah.
So he's a good player, especially in this league. Good player. I don't know why people hasn't got him for him earlier. I think Lazio's priced people out in the past, but I think he wants to move himself now. So he wouldn't be a plan B in my opinion. He'd be just as good.
Yeah, but even with the Frankie thing, right? Like people say that Ten Hag can be very stubborn, like in the way he manages, and I think we're seeing this right now, where he's just like, get it done. Because apparently I'm hearing that he's saying even if you sign him on deadline day, you don't care. That means the man's like, okay, he's had pre-season with them, but not with us. There's two different kettle of fish there.
Yeah.
Like the way we play is not like Barca. It's not like Barca. So, like, would I want him on the last day of the season? That way, he's probably not going to play until 3 or 4 games in.
Yeah.
I look at it and I just think the whole thing is murky. But if that's the manager saying, "This is the man I want at all costs," then who am I as a fan to tell him how to do his job? You know what I'm saying? But it's frustrating to watch because, like, what I don't want is McTominay to get fit and then McTominay joins Freddie in midfield again. I don't want to see that. I've seen enough of that nonsense. You know what I mean? So, you know what? But then we got Martinez, and be honest with you, I'd always be tempted to play Martinez in midfield rather than play McFred. That's the truth. You know what I mean? And this is not knocking Fred either. I actually rate Fred. So I'm not knocking Fred, so I should stop saying the Fred thing. That's what the media did, you know what I mean? Fred is a man in his own. Fred starts for Brazil and handles his business. Let's not get it twisted now. So Fred and whoever with because I was trying to watch the way they were playing. He had the last game. Fred played as a lone 6, and I thought he handled himself with the other two pushing on a little bit.
Did you see the tellers playing in 6?
Yeah,
That was interesting for me.
it was. Yeah,
down as well.
yeah, and it's good. I like that the man's got a headache with this thing because I don't want Luke Shaw picking himself. You know, them ones like what's been going on for the last 7 years. Luke Shaw always steps up when he's got challenge.
Yes.
You watch him, he's slick. At the moment, there's no one challenging him. He's lazy and whatless.
Yeah.
You know, the ones on big money as well.
Right,
Yeah.
in that positive for you though. In that positive for you, the fact that he's got somebody challenging him and he's going to step his game.
But Norm, he's had 7 years to produce, and what has he done for us in 7 years, man? Apparently, he's got under 10 assists in 7 years as a win back. Yeah, apparently so.
Wow.
I thought it was way better than that.
Because he gets scared to go. Because remember, he was always Mourinho used to talk about his weight. He was body shaming him or whatever they call it, body shaming him, right? And he was always scared to go over the halfway line and overlap like tradition because he knew he couldn't get back, a bit like Maguire. So they always play it safe, and then when when Ricky Ralph started calling out the sideways passes and all that, they all got in their feelings, you know what I mean, in their interviews and saying, nah, I did one sideways pass. What, you counted how many you did it for the whole 90 minutes? Stop it. No, you didn't. That means you wasn't even playing proper football if you had time to count how many sideways passes you did. And these are the kind of thing these guys do, right? You have to remember, we had him and Wan-Bissaka that can't get anywhere near the England squad. You're playing at Man United and you can't get anywhere near the England squad. Tells you everything you need to know about them players. They're not good enough, no. They're not good enough.
Just quickly, Ed, so I can move on to the next one. Go on. Would you say something?
So just whilst we're on Man United, Fabrizio tweeted 3 minutes ago.
Go on.
No changes yet for Man United and Cristiano Ronaldo's situation. Manchester United insist he's not for sale, but Cristiano told Ten Hag yesterday that he still wants to leave in the big meeting that he had. His agent, George Mendes, will try to find a solution, and they're waiting on a strategy similar to Juventus last year.
But nobody wants him. No one's coming in for him.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy
he's buy himself out of contract.
As this guy's pimped himself out, right? What his agent has, and everyone's just like, no, thank you. Apparently, there was a meme where the German team said, we'll pay Ronaldo 20 million euros to stop contacting us. You know that what's right? So it's like this guy's actually clowning himself, you know, because you have to remember, right? He came with the whole, I'm not going on pre-season because something gone down with the family, right? Now, obviously, you remember he lost a child. He was back the next day after losing a child, and I remember saying to Sheena, my missus, I said, Ronaldo needs to take a couple of weeks, man. He just lost a kid. What are you doing? And he came back. Now, whether that's just trying to prove a point to the guys to say that my mentality is so much better than you man's. I've just lost a kid and here I am. No one's interested in that, bro. Go and get yourself some help. Now, this thing about the family, I don't believe it for a minute, right? Because what, 10 days left of the season, now he shows up after we've come back from the tour. So you've been no part of that team building in the tour, right? And I guarantee you, Bear Man was cussing at Old Trafford, as in first teamers, when they saw him roll up, driving himself in with his whole crew, to say, oh my God, this guy's coming back, unbelievable.
But
because
the cheek of it to say that he still wants to be sold in front of Fergie, in front of Hart, in front of all their other people.
Brian Robson and all them man, Roy Keane was there.
It's rude.
To be honest, I just think it's just a headache. You just don't want to carry.
Exactly, Kof.
You've got. Look. I know he brings you goals, D, and everything, but Circus. He's bringing the circus.
He will become. This what will happen, right? He'll make Ten Hag's job so hard if he stays because he just don't want to. And the thing is that the team looked more settled without him, which is a really bad thing to say because, like I say, even though he got his goals in patches, he still got the goals when we needed goals to get us anywhere near that Europa, that thing. But as a new manager, you want everybody on board, and he's not on board. So they got to fix it. And the thing is now, we're running out of time to replace it. You have to remember, we still haven't replaced Cavani. We did the same thing with Cavani. I think Cavani played 6-7 games for us all season, and we forced him to stay. Now you got the Greenwood situation. I actually think that Greenwood is going to bust case, but they can't talk about it, right? I think he busts that case because This young lady doesn't want anything to do with burying him. She's still in love with this brother. So I think that all gets thrown out. But then how do you integrate? I said this a few weeks ago. How do you integrate him back into that squad after all? Listen, the whole first team and followed him on social media.
Yeah.
Then suddenly he walks back in the changing room. All right, lads, I'm back. How does that work? So for me, we need 2 strikers, if not 3.
100%. It's too, right now, we're bringing him back at this point. Yeah,
It's mad, isn't it?
Too much is going on, because I feel when I see Ten Hag and with the current squad that he's got working with abroad in Australia and Thailand, wherever, you can see that the team is now coming together. The ethos is good, and now Ronaldo rocks up, with less than how many days to the start of the Premier League.
Right, and this is convenient, Norm.
He's not had any chance to come in and integrate in terms of how Ten Hag wants him to play and that. I mean,
Norm, if anybody,
Ten Hag is stubborn,
right?
He's saying no, he's not for sale.
Because he knows, because he's already seeing the DNA of the board. He knows that if Ronaldo dips within the next week, he knows he's screwed because all his eggs are in the Martial basket. Martial has proven that mentally he's not always strong and his body's been breaking down. So if Martial, who's had a good pre-season, breaks down after 3 games, we're screwed, Norm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I said this weeks ago, go and get Ivan Toney. I said this about a month ago on this channel. Go get Ivan Toney. He wants to come to a big club. That way, you got Ivan Toney and Martial, because Ronaldo, he can afford to buy himself out this contract. And I think that's what will happen. You know what I mean? Because if anyone is a pre-season, it's a 37-year-old striker. And everyone conveniently forgets about this hit flex thing that keeps popping for him, right? That just doesn't go away because he's been at home eating his mum's soup and thing. You know that once. So he's still got that issue with that. And so I look at him and I just say, bro, I love what you've done for Man United over the years, but now you're becoming a liability. Because I think it was last week you saw him working out and he had a pair of Man United shorts on. And he's making sure that the video caught the Man United logo on his thigh. And I thought, bro, what are you doing, man? You're a clown. What are you doing? It's embarrassing, Norm. Honestly, man. I hate to see my club like this, man.
To call your goat a clown, mate, bro.
Oh, bro, he's annoying me.
You know what? He's not the first one, I've got quite a few Man United friends that I've turned on Ronaldo badly.
And I'm not even turning on him. I'm just saying, bro, surely you know that you are screwing the new manager with this behaviour.
Yeah. You don't need
because you should have been on pre-season, Norm. You wasn't injured.
8 weeks,
He wasn't injured.
He wasn't injured.
And we've been away, and you just decided now that, boy, he probably knew from January that we weren't going to qualify for Champions League. So you should have been making waves from January. That way they know, you know what, he's a goner in the summer. And I would make him buy out his contract. If you want to go, buy your contract out, give back your security pass and go, bro. You know what, we appreciate what you've done over the years and all that, but you're not bigger than the club, because he's behaving like he's bigger than the club. Yeah. And I guarantee you that whole first team squad now has their backup with him turning up and that what Ez was just saying there, what he said with his agent. It's just not, man. If we're trying to turn a corner with this new manager, he is completely shafting him. That's what he's doing. It's mad. And we as fans just can't just sit here and say, well, it's Ronaldo, it's what Ronaldo does. Nah, it's not good enough, man. Because no one now will respect him. So you come back to training, who's going to listen to Ronaldo? None of them. None of the young kids. Going to go say, nah, man, we've been away and we've had good bonding time. Apparently my man had these guys playing darts against each other and everything. All competitive stuff to get their competitive edge back away from football pitch. And this man just rolls up 10 days before the season starts. I'm back.
Knowing Ronaldo, he'll just be like, listen, I've got 700 goals behind my name.
It's all about him. That's what I'm saying. It's just all about him, isn't it?
All about him.
That's exactly what you do.
It's all about him.
What you do. But I think at this stage in his career, sorry, quickly, last one. This stage of his career, he just needs to go somewhere where you can be a hitman, and all this sort of complex stuff ain't really there.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
listen. You never know. Chelsea could pull something out the bag and get him there. So
I reckon he's coming.
They're talking about Atletico Madrid now. They're talking about Atletico as well.
Well, apparently, I heard that Atletico Madrid fans put out a petition.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Yeah,
you know what I mean? I mean, to the point, yeah, where they're talking about loaning him out. Who's going to afford this geezer?
Loan him in.
Loaning him out.
That means you got to pay off his wages, isn't it? Nah, brother. Nah.
It's a mess. But listen,
Go get me Ivan Toney and go get me Anthony. Go get me them two. And let's see what we can do.
Well, the Anthony situation is that Ajax is pushing up 100 million euros.
100 million was enough. Yeah, I saw it.
Trying to
Plus
price
20
it out
million.
as
Plus
well.
20 million in add-ons.
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Listen. The
Man.
circus needs to leave town. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Right?
Take the ringmaster with him and everything.
Get the clowns out. Yeah. And start acting like a big club. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on quickly to Mr. Kane, Harry Kane.
Harry.
Harry.
Bayern
Munich, Nagelsmann running his gums.
Is he?
Conte not very happy
Yeah,
about it.
Chilly's been quiet too much, so
Yeah, so Chile, your fault. Listen, I know Chile is confident, but some fans are frightened that because of the situation with Harry Kane last season, I don't think he was close to moving to Man City. I don't know if he was. You know what I mean? There was a lot of talk. You know what I mean? They even did interviews with him, and he was saying that, you know,
they didn't offer the right amount of money, so he wasn't close. How can he be close?
Exactly.
Purchase prices.
But
no, you have to remember, and I think I said this before, is that they bought Grealish for 100 million and gave Grealish the number 10 shirt. So I'm like, was they really? There's no way you're giving Grealish number 10 if you're going after Harry Kane. There's no way you're doing that. Come on, man. I'm not convinced they were in for him. I think they might have flirted with it. Yeah. Otherwise, you just wouldn't have gone for Grealish and given them number 10 shirt. You wouldn't have done it. Because remember, you have to remember, what twice he's won 2 titles without a real recognised forward. So he knows he can do it without a centre forward. So if you're going to buy one, you're at least going to say, right, yeah, you know what, for the marketing side, we need Harry Kane in that number 10 shirt. Yeah, so you're not spending 100 million on Grealish and giving him a number 10 shirt. That's how I see it.
They've got Haaland now, so he's doing the business.
He's wearing number 9, isn't he, Norm? Wearing number 9, isn't he? Wearing number 9 shirt, Haaland.
Yeah, and beating funny enough, beating Bayern Munich 1-0 and scoring the only goal.
He's a machine, though, isn't he?
He's a machine.
That brother's a machine, man. It's like, damn, dude.
He will get goals. He will get goals for Man City. But I think what they're saying with the Bayern Munich situation with Harry Kane is that, and what some of the fans are worried about is just that I think they're trying to tie him down to a new deal as well. Chile, I've heard that they're trying to tie him down to a new deal, but they're worried that if he doesn't sign a new deal, that there's a possibility that he could go to them next season. So it might not necessarily be this season, but they're looking at long-term next season. So I don't know, just quickly, what your thoughts on that? Is there anything to worry about, or is he going to be staying with Tottenham to win a trophy, stay in the top 4, and make a challenge for the league? Is that's the reason why he's staying, because he knows that he's going to do that under Conte?
I already told Ezra he's staying because we're winning the FA Cup and the Champions League. That's what I told you.
Come on, Chile.
You know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for this bubble to be burst, you know. Tottenham are still Tottenham. I saw you struggle against Sevilla the other day. Tottenham are still Tottenham.
2-2.
Just, what was it, 1-1 or something? 1-1.
I know you're not talking about struggling pre-season.
Listen, I'm talking about struggling, dog.
I know you're not.
I'm talking to you straight, Chile. Listen, me and D been stressed out, yeah? And Chili's just sitting there like, yeah, man, we're cool. No, you're not.
We are cool. We got 100% in pre-season. Harry Kane's looking stronger, fitter, faster.
Look, the only reason
I don't know about faster.
The only reason Tottenham have a good run is that Son is probably going to be the one that is going to get the majority of the goals this season for you guys.
Yeah, Son's
more than Kane, you think?
Son's a problem. Yeah.
What about with Carlson?
It's going to take a little bit of time to get going, but it's not going to be one of those.
Does anybody rate Carlson on this chat? Does anybody rate Carlson?
It's decent, no.
Is he worth 60 million?
Is he worth 60 million? Maybe not. But
not 50, 60
million.
Half of that.
Yeah, half of that. But you have to remember as well, he's been stuck in a very poor Everton team. And when you Liverpool team, when you come to a team that knows what they're doing, your mentality, everything going to change because he plays very well for Brazil. So he's not a punk. You know what I mean? He'll come into that Tottenham team, and I think he'll want to prove himself. He'll want to give the guy a headache. Jay. And the thing is, if come the second half of the season, he starts putting up trees, everyone's gonna have to bang each other apart, isn't it?
I think he will.
You know what?
With the quality around him, I think he will.
That's what I'm saying. He's been at Everton under Frank Lampard. Come on, man.
Has he scored yet?
Seriously.
Has he scored yet in pre-season?
No, he's played very well though. He's played very well.
That's what I'm saying. I haven't watched him, so he's the man to say, is this guy? I mean, for whatever reason, if any one of the front three get injured, can he be the one to come in and step in?
Yeah,
and
of course
step
he can. Didn't you hear what D just said? Everything that he just said, yes, he can.
Yeah,
he was scoring goals at Everton. He single-handedly kept Everton up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I will say, as long as you sign the Richie Harlison, that isn't the Richard Harlison coach driver, that mash up the Liverpool fans. As long as you sign the right one, that was magic,
That was brilliant.
That was magic, the coach driver.
That was
out of order. That was terrible. But all banter aside, like I say, he does well for Brazil, and he's gone to a team. He's gone to a good coach. He's gone to a team with some quality players in there. I expect him to thrive. Once he gets bed in, exactly. Yep, exactly that.
It's really good. Really good.
So I think it's a good shot.
He's going to score more goals than him, but he's going to play more games than him as well.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's going to play more games this year.
But at least you've got that backup now, because before, if Kane or Son got injured, he was in trouble.
Yeah,
we're in trouble.
Now exactly. Someone that can hold it down until they get their fitness back or whatever.
I mean, in terms of depth,
that's exactly what he's there for. Exactly.
I'm going to say, if you look at the depth of your attacking players, yeah. So if let's look at ours, right? In terms of our attacking players, right? So we've got Gabriel Jesus, we've got Nketiah, Saka, and Martinelli. That's our four, right? Now let's look at Chile's Tottenham. You've got Son, Kane, Kuleveski, and Richarlison.
That sounds sexy, isn't it?
Right.
And Lucas Moura as well.
You
got Lucas Moura as well.
Lucas Moura, he comes off there. But hold on. So listen, I've just put it in the chat, guys. I've just named, and put it in what order, yeah? Yeah, which one you think is the best front four? And I've got a funny feeling I know who's going to win this, right? So let's now look at so just keep that
out of Tottenham and Arsenal's front four.
Listen, bro, I ain't finished yet. Bro, we ain't finished.
I thought you were gonna bring in the Liverpool one or something.
No, I haven't finished yet. That's my way. So let's look at Liverpool's one now. What's your front four, Kof?
Salah,
Nunez,
Jota, Firmino.
Okay, that's their front
Diaz.
Sorry. Yeah. So Diaz over Jota? Diaz? Firmino, or would Firmino be the one to come on?
Firmino over Jota.
See, Firmino.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Listen, Firmino is still so important because he really will glue the new guys in, plus Diaz and Salah. Because if they start getting disjointed, then it's going to be a little bit disarray. So we kind of need the glue that maybe Jota probably come in for Diaz when he's fit, but then Diaz gives more energy than Jota. So it's going to be one of those that who's he going to favour in some games, who's going to favour in other games.
Right, okay. That's your front four. D, your front four.
We got Rashford, Martial, Sancho, a one-to-way Ronaldo, and a staying out of jail Greenwood.
So you got your
bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just go with the ones that we know
are staying.
Because we don't know. Yeah, we don't know the situation.
Yeah, we have a front three at the moment. And then you could probably put you could play Eriksen in the 10. So I'm gonna put Eriksen in there. You can play Eriksen in the 10.
Okay, right.
So those three with Eriksen in the 10. So 4.
So that's your. And then Ezra, your front
He puts on his glasses. Come on, it's come true by you.
Guys, what I want you to do in the chat, I want you to put it in the order of the best, yeah? In terms of the teams that are represented on this chat, on this stream tonight, yeah? So Ezra, can you just please let us know your front four, please? Or whatever you got.
You got Sterling, bro. Come on, big up your chest, man. You big up your chest.
I'm proud to say the others are stutter. Get a little stutter.
Well, come on, let's be having you. Let's be having you. Come on.
So Sterling we know about, so we'll leave that. That's my party trick.
Yep.
Pulisic, Lord have mercy, save me, please. Werner. Havertz.
Yep.
Hudson-Odoi. Jesus. Please.
Oh yeah, Hudson-Odoi. Yeah, forgot about him.
Yeah, help me, please, man.
All right, so okay, so
and Sterling. That's
in the
it.
chat also. Put it in the chat. Let's rate our front three from.
I know what Norman's doing here. I know Norman's.
I'm not. I want to just rate our front four or three, whatever you want it, from attacking players from 1 to 5 in that order. So who do you think? Let's start in reverse order. Yeah, who has the worst front 3 or 4? And
Chelsea.
Guys, you're,
Chelsea.
Okay, let's talk. And I'm not. This is not banter now. This is yeah. And guys, put it in the chat as well. So D, you're saying Chelsea, and your reason for that is
because Sterling's the only one that's looking serious right now.
Serious.
Yeah. Who were yours, D?
We got Martial, Rashford, Sancho, and Eriksen.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Chelsea's front attack looks the weakest.
Yep.
On paper.
On paper. Yeah. I would probably agree with that. Right,
and I need Reece James to score some goals for us or something.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. I would do that. Yeah, Chelsea link. Well done. And welcome to the chat.
Yes, Junior. Usher.
So Chelsea's looking like in that order 5th. Okay. All right. What about the 4th worst attack?
It's between us two, Norm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think between Arsenal and United. But you know what? I don't know, because you see, if Martial and Rashford really come to work, we can be a problem, you know, bro.
That's the truth, though. That's a big if.
Yeah, but they look happy with this new manager, and I think the happy players, plus my man he's getting married and everything. So I think they're in good headspace. A lot. You have to remember the home life really is key in this as well with these guys. If they're much about home, you're going to see that on the pitch. And I think they're all happy at work right now. But we know that Rashford and Martial, their bodies can break down on us. Sancho's going to have a ball out season. I'm convinced of it. I don't know why I'm convinced of it, but I think Sancho's going to show you that, boy, you see me here? Goals and assists.
Well, and Jay's going for Arsenal and Man U 4th joint.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough.
I mean, if you was to come down one side, obviously Asher's gone for Man U as the 4th best.
I think you have to base it off last season, isn't it? So I think
Man so if you base it on last season, then Arsenal get the 4th then.
Yeah.
Well, then it's just going to be like the league, then, isn't it? If we base it on last season.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about in terms of what we think of. Yeah, I get what you're saying, but at the moment, listen, it's Chelsea.
I'm basing it on what I think. I'm basing it on what I think them attacks are going to be like this season.
Right. Okay.
To be fair, Chelsea didn't finish first because of our attackers. Chelsea finished third because Reece James and Chilwell and everyone else was chipping into goals. Everyone was chipping in. Lukaku was our best striker. And look at him, he had a bad season. So, yeah, that says it all.
So, Chili, what you saying then? Who you saying as the 4th?
Man U.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. I just wonder where we're asked. Okay, then. So, are you saying Arsenal?
To be honest, man, so I'm being honest.
Come back, you didn't like that.
Look at these face, he didn't like that. Okay, So, okay, so Chile thinks Man U fourth, and I'm assuming Arsenal. Because obviously Man City is not represented here, so that obviously everything will move down one kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are you saying Arsenal as the third then?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd put Arsenal third.
Right. Okay. Top five: City, Chelsea,
Did
Liverpool,
you put Chelsea
Spurs,
second?
Man United. Wow. You think so, Craig? Ooh, okay.
No, I think Craig's been nice.
Yeah, very nice.
It's been very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Very nice.
Enough love, Craig.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay. So what about? Second best attack?
I'd say ours.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think that we've got a good attack, but
I think you guys have more goals in your attack than us.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Definitely.
Agreed.
Definitely.
So I'll go with
Craig has been
I'll go
serious about
Liverpool.
that.
I'll go Liverpool second. I'm going Liverpool second.
Wow.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree. If it was Mane was still about,
Then
Liverpool,
I would say
hands down in it. Yeah,
but they've
we
got
don't know.
Nunes, man.
We don't
He's
know
a
what
good
Nunes.
player, man.
Yeah, but Nunes is coming fresh into the league, and we don't know whether he's gonna start games.
Can I pause everyone quickly? Asha has been getting at me for a minute, sir. With all due respect, without prejudice, the glasses are off, okay? And Chelsea have more money than you to spend, okay? It is just that we have just been very naive. Let's wait until the 4th of August and we go again, okay? Oh, bless you, sir.
The only reason.
Speaking of money, weren't you saying that Chelsea don't owe anything?
No, we're not in any debt, no.
Oh,
Okay.
how come he's taking that £800 million loan?
Against the club. So his money back to himself.
It's what the Glazers do, though, isn't it?
Jay, hear me out, Jay.
It's what the Glazers do.
The only reason I say Liverpool have got a slightly less best attack to Tottenham, Salah has to really perform fully this season. Like, he can't have a shocking second half of the season.
And that's why you miss Mane.
Because he has to balance up Mane's goals. And Jota and Diaz kind of have to get equal amount of goals just to make sure everything is still cushy. Because, you know, if any of them drop off and Nunes doesn't start well, then it could be...
I guess what you're hoping is that Nunes brings them Haaland, Kane level goals.
Yeah.
It's not good, but realistically, you got to look at that. He's coming into the new league and he has to settle. And, you know, it's going to take him like 10 games to get going. Probably.
Yeah, once he settles, though, you'll see whether you bought...
The other day. He's settled, man. He's nice.
Yeah, against who, though? Against who, though? Come on, bro. Against who?
Listen.
Club America. It was it Club America you played, didn't it? No, I'm asking a question. I didn't watch it. It's Club America, isn't it? Like, for me, this how I see it, right? You got to play a couple of Prem teams in pre-season just to see where you're at with a Prem team. You know what I mean? It's all good doing because we have to remember the tours are about the sponsors. You know what I mean? The teams are going away to honor the sponsors and they play these tours. So when you're playing them American MLS teams and these teams over in Malaysia and Singapore, it's tongue in cheek a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as we played Villa, that was Steven Gerrard well organised. You see how we came and stuck in the second half. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't know what happened with Liverpool, because Liverpool didn't really turn up. They weren't bothered, obviously, because it was just their biggest rival. So we'll leave that one alone, right? but realistically, I saw a second half against Villa, a well organised TBG Premier League team, and he found us out in certain areas of the pitch, and he got his goals, and we switched off. And so for me, like, clapping up an MLS team, I ain't really getting hyped about it. I ain't being funny because it's an MLS team. But if he comes in and does that, and he proves to everybody on the panel that he is Darwin Nunes and not Darwin Noodles, then I'm good, you know. I'm happy for him because the Premier League is a different beast. It's a different beast.
bare man's talking about him. Like, look at that shot he raised over the bar, and the man just come in, just slap everyone 4 goals. Listen,
against who?
Yeah,
Against who, bro?
This was against Leipzig, you know. Come on.
Who are Leipzig?
Leipzig.
Wait.
Are we talking Red Bull? Red Bull Leipzig.
Yeah,
Did
Red
we see
Bull.
the goals? Did we see the goals? Let's be honest.
The ones without any wings. That one.
No, did we see the goals though? Everyone see the goals here.
Them all
There was-
tackles, right?
out of the 4 goals, 1 of them were serious finishes.
Okay.
Let's be honest. One of them
Yeah,
was
which
I
one?
mean, come on, but you gotta give credit to the man. He just come in and he needs to get going. He needs some confidence. So
I hear
obviously,
I hear that,
if
and that's
you-
why come August, I'm not really hearing the settling in thing. He needs to be doing that.
Yeah.
No,
So,
come on now. The guy needs, like, his family has to settle in. He needs to really
Hold
get.
on. Oh, Colt. No. You've
Nah.
paid. No.
Guys,
How much have you paid? No. How much have you paid for this player?
Yeah, we paid 85 bags.
85 bags.
85 M's.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. And you're
Take time
telling
to
me
settle in.
this guy needs to
What
settle
do you
in.
want to call
Take
it?
time to settle in, dog. There ain't time.
It really is about.
I don't
And
know
you have to remember, Norm, this is what I said about Frankie. After all this circus with Frankie, when Frankie comes in, I don't want to hear about man needs to settle in, 80 odd million. No, brother. Hit the road running, my
but
youth.
listen, guys, Klopp is not
No
the
excuses.
type of guy that is just going to throw man's in the deep end.
Put him in the Lions den.
Yes, he is. He done it with Diaz.
And the reason why I said that,
But
Kofi,
he knew what he was getting with Diaz. Diaz has been playing half the season. He's been playing well. Now Nunes is coming in and
Well
it's a fresh thing.
all am you, right? You had a tried and ready Mane who you said was not worth the paper. Right? So you kicked him out. You forced this man to leave, right? I don't care what the fans come after me. You forced this man to leave. You're bringing Darwin Noodles and you want to make excuses. Now, my man needs to come and hit the ground running because you had a tried
We're gonna see the
and proven
I back
forward.
Nunes to get I back Nunes to get 10 to 12 Premier League goals.
10 to 12. That's not enough, bro. That's not enough, bro. That's not enough.
Not enough.
No. That's not enough, bro. No.
I don't want to hear that, bro.
You forget what I just said. You had that already in the bag, and you said he wasn't worth the wages.
An experienced striker like
You had that in the bag.
Lukaku, who came in and he was supposed to bag how many goals per
That was
season?
different. You know
What are
why?
you talking about? That
No. Lukaku wasn't
got
happy-go-lucky all season and banging in goals.
Oh,
Come
come on,
December, he
please.
was having politics.
Man has got experience. He's played in Premier League already.
No, and that's right. No, and,
Yeah, but you might have missing my point still.
Actually, let me backtrack a step. You're right. Lukaku didn't deserve time to warm up, and that's exactly why. Where is he now? He ain't in my club now. He's gone. Yeah, he didn't get time to warm up. Same energy for Nunes. Same for Haaland.
Same energy, boy. Same for Frankie when Frankie comes in. Frankie has to bust apart for United.
Hey, same for
No excuses.
Hey, Jesus, I see Jesus pre-season, yeah? This man is making himself look great. Not
Yeah, but
average.
he's had Premier League experience. That's what I'm
You
trying
don't
to
care?
come at.
Ah, Kofi. If is the case, you should have kept Mane. End of story.
Kofi's losing this argument because his voice is getting higher than. Bro, yeah. Listen, I don't want to hear nothing. Yeah, 85 million. Yeah, he needs to do it.
You know
Simple
what?
things.
You know what?
I don't want to
Especially when Liverpool.
You know what?
Especially when.
I'm gonna keep Charles because he's gonna come and bag goals. He's gonna.
Oh, because
So he doesn't need to warm up then.
So it doesn't need to warm up then. He's good. He's good to go.
He's gonna come back.
He just bagged 4.
No. That's
Back here, man, bro. Back here, man. He just bagged 4 goals.
Is he good to go?
He's good to go.
Is he good to go?
No. He's good to go.
Hold on a minute. Kofi.
I like this.
It's 12 goals.
Kofi, I like
Good to
this.
go. Hold on, guys. It's 12 goals. Put in the chat. It's 12 goals. Good to go.
It's true.
It's his first season.
I'd
So-
say
so-
17 plus.
Yo, so 12 goals in all competitions we're talking.
No, I'm saying 17 in the Prem.
That's still
It's in the Prem.
Still not
Yeah,
good
so
enough.
Chile's
I
saying
mean,
17 in the Prem.
okay. 17 in the Prem.
Oh, so
That's
what you
what
said, Kofi?
I think 17 in the Prem, and they've got a decent return for a first season.
This is my thing.
Why is Kofi lowering the standards for this guy?
No.
What is it that you? Why don't you think that this guy can bang what Chile's saying? You're saying 12 goals in the Premier League. What is it that you've seen?
Yeah, but
what is it that you've seen why you think this guy will only bang 12 goals?
Norman, I'm being nice. Like, if I was to say on the high caliber side, I would say 20 goals.
Say it with your chest then, bro. 20 goals with your chest. Say it.
Can I pause you then?
Go on.
Yeah. Lukaku scored 12 goals for Chelsea last season. Yeah.
Yeah, but 5 in the Premier League.
No, 8 in the Premier League. But still.
8?
Still.
8.
Yeah.
Fabinho got more goals than
and this is my point. And you're telling me what 4 goals more is great. Good season. You said 4 goals more. He scored 4 goals in pre-season.
Yeah, but we come back to that argument. Lukaku is a proven Premier League striker, so you should expect more goals.
No, and I hear that, and I told you before. Now he's not here because.
Yeah, you have to remember as well, though. You have to remember with Lukaku. Lukaku left for what 2 years in a very soft league where he could be bully beef. You have to remember, Lukaku bullies them weaker teams and gets. When we had Lukaku the first season, he banged 25 goals for us. He was bully beefing them smaller teams. So to go to that weaker league and get the goals in that weaker league and then come back to the Premier League, the Premier League is 2 years moved on.
And to be fair,
from Lukaku, and he got found out. He got found out.
Into Milan, and he hasn't scored in pre-season yet either. So you know what I mean. And he's played every game. So maybe he's just drying up.
Quick question from because we're gonna round this up. Quick question: what 3 teams will be relegated? Fulham, Bournemouth, Leeds. What's your feelings on these 3 guys? Do you think these guys will stay up? Leeds, Fulham, Bournemouth. Is Everton in there for a shout?
Yeah, you got to throw Everton in there, man. Because Everton, haven't even replaced Richie Allison, to my understanding. You know what I'm saying? So, and you saw how they danced. They flirted with that last season. I mean, but Bournemouth, I think Bournemouth are just here to make up the numbers, unfortunately. Leeds have proven they can escape. I think you throw Everton in that mix. Fulham.
Arsenal will be second.
Fulham got that.
Do you know why Chile's laughing? Chile said Tottenham was winning the Champions League.
Was that Champions League or Premier League?
No, you said Champions League.
It's Champions League. That's even better.
Yeah, it's a Champions League FA Cup.
So if you can think that big, I'll say we can think big by coming second.
Nah,
you know what? Actually, you made me laugh today. Serious. That's
what I'm here for.
You know what? That's good. That's good.
Jesus will drop off, will he?
Jesus will drop off.
You got to go into the season believing, man.
That's your.
So Craig is saying that.
Guys, let me put a question to you guys. Who's going to finish top scorer?
Haaland.
Harry Kane.
Song, then Haaland.
I'm going to say Haaland.
Song, then Haaland. 1 and 2.
You see with Kevin De Bruyne's passing.
Put it in the chat, fellas. Put it in the chat, guys and girls. Put it in the chat. Who's going to finish top scorer in from 1 to 4?
Haaland's got too much service. He's got too much service.
I still think it's between Salah, Kane, Haaland.
Salah dries up this year. Retirement plan.
Well, you're not even going to put Salah in there.
Salah's still fit and strong, man. Salah's there.
Retirement plan.
And he has to live up to that. He has to live up to that bumper contract as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No hiding place for him, you know, my brother.
Salah's there now.
No hiding place for him.
Haaland's injury prone. Haaland's gonna have an injury. Watch.
Injury prone.
He had the injuries at Dortmund, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe recently, but not historically. He normally plays like 40. They normally talk about he's got 40 goals in 40 games or something. Like he plays a lot of games.
And you have to remember that Pep is going to rotate Haaland.
Yeah.
People are forgetting that. Pep is going to rotate him, you know. Let's not get that twisted.
Very rare.
It's what Pep does, you know what I'm saying? Pep does that for no reason, exactly. He'll bang a hat-trick and then he'll bench him. He'll bang a hat-trick and then bench him.
Haaland, Kane and Salah. In that order.
Salah's top.
Hey, Mr. Peter, what you saying, brother?
Man's like Jay Pear.
Yes,
Big up yourself, Jay.
Big Man United supporter. You must be frustrated right now, Jason, man. Listen, man, I feel for you, bro. And don't worry. One day I'm gonna get you on this show. We did talk about this about a year ago. But I'm gonna get you on the show, bro. Haaland, that City team create chances. So you saying Haaland?
Serious. Take your pick. Mahrez, Foden, Gundogan, De Bruyne.
You still cannot write off Song. You still can't write off Song.
No,
I still say it's between Son and Salah.
Harry Kane's got the golden boot. Trust me.
Forget Kane, man. He's going by Munich, isn't it?
Did you say Salah?
Oh, that's cheeky, Kofi. That is cheeky.
Yeah,
Bayern Munich here now.
Harry Kane
That's 100 million for Harry Kane, you know, to go Bayern Munich. That's 100 million, you know.
Listen, I'm just throwing a span in the works, you know. You got to be a little bit cheeky on the show.
I mean, listen, it's gonna be interesting, but I think with the chances, somebody said that with the chances that City create, I think Haaland. I think it'll be between Haaland and Kane.
Yeah.
What does everyone think about Nottingham Forest?
I think they're relegated.
You think?
Even with all their signings, they've signed a lot of man.
They've signed.
Yeah,
I've heard
Jay Lings there, you know. I got man like Jay Lings there.
Guys, listen to this here. Did we talk about it last week? Man has decided that he's going to go to Nottingham Forest and not West Ham. I think the man is going to get like 200 bags.
I'm about to say 200 bags a week, you know, bro. Yeah, 200 bags a week at Forest.
They
you know.
said it ain't true that they're not giving him.
He is a musician. He's a musician, mate. If he's on no wages, he's a G. He got the best agent in the world. I don't know, man.
I think for him, I think he should have gone to West Ham. They treated him well, with respect.
And he's a London boy as well. He's a London boy.
He got like 9 goals in 16 games or something.
Yeah, he's a London boy. I was always shocked about that. You know what I mean? And maybe it could be the David Moyes factor. That he ain't really feeling Moyes.
City scored 99 goals last season. How many will they score with Haaland?
Without Haaland. That's mad, you know.
As long as they don't win the Champions League, they can do whatever they want. I'm tired of City. Seriously, man, I'm tired of them. They just bought Haaland like there's a little sprinkling salt on. You know that man that springs the salt. That's just literally what they've done with Haaland. It's just, and that's why I won't give Nunes no chance, because Haaland's coming for less money. 60 mil they paid for him. 60 mil.
Yeah.
No way.
Jason,
let me see the surfing from Jason. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, he's saying Lingard will destroy the dressing room. That Sally will the teammate.
Wow, Jay, is that Man United history?
Wow, yeah.
And Craig is saying out to Asher smoking some mad thing. I think that's in reference to Jesus being the top goal scorer, Jesus being the top goal scorer. Listen, he's saying it with his listen. Unlike some people, he's saying it with his chest. Yeah.
Please, I want to say big up to Tottenham first straight for the season, but oh my lord, Asher's on smoke today. Everyone today, you know.
My man is ripping everybody today.
Who does Asher support?
He's an Arsenal supporter, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Arsenal.
And he's beefing Craig. You're the same guy. You're on the same team. This is what I'm saying about you Arsenal fans. You know, you're beefing each other.
What are you saying about us?
Yeah, you lot are beefing each other. Craig and Ash are fighting each other.
well, you see, you have two people. You have a realist and a deluded Arsenal fan. Yeah.
Oh, so
but to be honest, honestly speaking, though, I'm actually just quite surprised that Asher is actually saying that. I don't know if that's because of what he's seen of the first 11. Yeah, why he's quite confident. But personally speaking, Asher, I still don't think under Arteta we are going to make top 4. I really personally don't think. And I think Jesus will probably get between 15 and 20 goals. All competitions, maybe 20 goals. I'm just being realistic concerning that. Do you know what I mean? But I know I can't stand delusional Arsenal fans.
Where would you rank your transfer business so far against the teams that finished above you?
Okay, so I'll tell you. Let's finish with that because we've been going an hour and hour and a half and whatever. So let's finish with that. So, Chili's put this out. So let's start with me. How would I rate my transfer window so far? Because I still feel we still need more players. I would rate it. I'm just thinking about the players that we've got in. I'll say 6.5 out of 10. 6.5. Craig is saying 5 out of 10. Average. That's for Arsenal. What we saying, D?
Wow. We've had 16 players go out and 3 come in. And 1 was on a free. So I'm going to say we're like a 3 out of 10 for me right now. No, but you have to remember, okay, Ericsson on the free, we got a young Malacia for what 10 mil, 11 mil?
Martin.
Yeah, and Martinez from Ajax. I'm not sure what the price tag was for that, no.
I think it's in the region of about 55 million.
55 mil.
45 mil, but...
Right,
yeah,
so the 3 players are great, but like I say, we're missing a striker and we're missing De Jong. Those 2 things are huge for me still. And if De Jong don't come, who? And I said to you guys earlier, go get Ivan Toney. In the meanwhile, get Ivan Toney to replace Cavani. That way that Cavani's taken care of. That way you still got Ronaldo, whatever Ronaldo's going through his head, and you got a Martial.
Okay, so
but
at the moment,
so for me, 3 out of 10. I'm going to say.
Okay, 4
out of 10. 4 out of 10.
Wouldn't you say getting rid of so much deadwood, 16 players?
16 players gone out, yeah.
But wouldn't you say getting rid of players is part of a good window? Because getting rid is just as important.
Yeah, but if you look at it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14 were released. So no money came in for them. 0 out of 14 players. That's disgraceful. 1 on loan, Henderson, that means they're paying half his wages.
Yep.
And then 1 to Preston on loan, that means they're paying half his wages as well. Come on, man. I've done my research, mate.
I'm trying to make this better for you. Like, I'm hoping you guys make it better for me when it's
not better.
No, but hear this.
Yeah.
If you're saving all the wages, ain't that kind of part of it? Balancing them books.
Yeah, but Man United ain't broke.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, we're not broke. If it was broke, then we need to balance the book. But we're not broke. You know what I mean? Like we can clear that $500 million debt, that $500 million loan if we wanted to. They're choosing to leave it there because it suits their business thing. Remember, I told you guys earlier that we take out bank loans to buy players when there's money there. They don't spend their own money. Now, I spoke to a financial brethren. Leon comes on, and Leon said that's the right way to do it. He said, rich man don't spend their own money. They spend the bank's money. And then lever it and figure it out along, 4 or 5 year deals, whatever they do. So he needs to bring in 3 more men for him, and I'll be happy.
Hold on a second. Let me just address.
Ashra is on something today.
I don't know what this brother's on tonight.
It's funny.
Hold on, bro. Listen, we've had conversations in the past, Asher, yeah? And I've come to you with certain things about Arsenal, and you have not been impressed. So I don't know where this confidence is coming. Yeah, I don't know where this confidence is coming. But bro, I assure you, I am not an undercover Tottenham supporter. Believe you me.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'd rather be an undercover Chelsea right now. No,
all day, man. I've got a season ticket for you when you're ready, bro.
Nah, my brother, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Right, and I'll tell you this now. Right, listen. As I said, 6.5 out of 10. Some people said 5 out of 10. Ian said 5 out of 10. Craig said 5 out of 10. We need more players. And until I see those 3 or 4 players, then I may change my mind. So come towards the end of the transfer window, if we get those players in, then that will probably go to about a 7. Because we are the Arsenal. That's what I'm going to say. We are the Arsenal. Yeah? So we can talk about this offline, Mr. Asher. But listen, I have this. Well,
8 out of 10,
8 out of 10. Is this guy for real? He's got to be winding me up. He's got to be winding me up. He really's got to be winding me up.
Asher, you've made my whole day. You've made me so much happier about the show.
You sure that you're...
but no, this is what I say to people. You have to look at it, especially what Ed was bringing up about the players going out. Now there was, for how long we never replaced a left winger. Now if I'm looking at key players that have gone out, forget the ones that are not important. Mata, Pogba, Lingard, Cavani, and Matic. That's 5 first team squad players, and you got and you've got 2 signings and a freebie. You know what I mean? Like if he gets injuries, that bench is not good enough to compete. And that's why I say 4 out of 10, because you've got to replace Pogba, you've got to replace Mata, you've got to replace Cavani, and you've got to get a holding midfielder in Matic. You've got to replace them. Okay, we learned Jesse. Jesse weren't really playing much, really and truly, last year and a half. I think he fell out with Ollie. He was one of the leaks, if you didn't already know that. He's one of the leaks in it. So, but them four have to be replaced. That means he's got to get Frankie or get an equivalent. He said there's nobody quite like Frankie. That's my boy. That's my.
Well, I'll tell you, as we earlier said in the chat, somebody said Savic, good player from Lazio, really good player. I think he'd be a good alternative.
But no, it's late. As in for Lazio to replace him. If we come, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the problem.
So the price goes up.
But Asher, look, if you are serious, put it in the chat as to why you think it's an 8 out of 10. You tell me why it's an 8 out of 10. But quickly, let's just move on to what would you rate your transfer? Because I'm going to say this as before you speak, you may want to put your dark glasses back on again. But I mean, a couple of weeks ago, you was coming on this show with some chess and you was feeling quite confident. Come on now, because the streams don't... Listen, let me just say this. The streams don't lie. Yeah, so we could always look back on the streams. So let's...
You don't need to. The man said he's going to share his screen.
Yeah.
I ain't seen the screen yet.
Come on, man. Come true.
Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker of the House.
Order.
Are you done? Are you all finished?
I'm done.
All right, cool. So, with a level head, not the emotional one that I started with, yeah? The glasses are off, they're not coming back on. That's the first and last time you're going to see me with glasses on this show. Okay? I think Chelsea have, so far, 6.5. Okay? Now, the only reason it's not more is because of their failure to close certain deals. But I can't knock Chelsea. We've been active, probably the most active club. That's what I want to see in my club in the transfer window. Yeah, the activeness. Every day I'm waking up. Yep, some have gone further than others. But we've got Sterling at the end of the day. We've got Koulibaly at the end of the day. And even if we did no more, great additions. Additions that I'm genuinely excited about. Not just these slapdash ones.
You still have Werner, though.
Yeah. Listen. Werner, as I told you, Norms. I know where you live. You don't know where I live. All right? Yeah.
Don't worry, man. I can find you. I will find you. Was it Nilsson? What did he say? I will find you.
No, Werner's still on the books. But as I said, I will genuinely let the man go for free. So now, if Chelsea can do their business and get in players out with the 2 or 3 more that we need, it's still good 2.5 weeks left. In fact, more than that, because we go right up into the end of August.
You need a defender, I think.
And that's it. That's exactly it, Chile. And you know what? We've swerved bullets. I don't want players that don't want us. Rafinha, we would have signed him if Barca didn't come with their bid, and he could have played us thinking about Barca. Same for Kude. Would have signed for us thinking about Barca. I don't want them players. You know, if you're coming, come with Chelsea on the chest and on the mind, ready to get to work. Because I can tell you, the days ahead ain't good ones. It's going to be hard work for Chelsea. You know,
are you okay with the 2 players that you've signed? How many more players do you reckon you will sign before the end of the window?
We still need a good 3.
A good 3.
Yeah, another centre back.
Are you confident about that?
I'm confident about that. Okay. I'm confident about that.
So far, you're rating it at 6.5. If anybody in the chat, if you agree with Ezra, that getting in Koulibaly and
Fantastic players.
and Sterling, adding into this side. Do you think that is a 6.5? Please put it in the chat. If you think it's less, please put it in the chat. Let's come to Chile. Chile, what you saying about your window? How would you rate it? Since you was the one that posed the question.
I don't know whether to go a half or not. Yeah, why not? 8.5.
I was going to say, don't say 9.5. Yeah, don't say
8.5. I was going to say 8. No, 8. 8.
Okay, reason?
Because they've got in good, experienced players, and they've got in players that we needed for positions that we needed. They haven't just gone out. Like when we got the bail money, they just went out and bought a load of random players. They haven't done that this time. You can see why he's bought the players that he's bought.
So 8. So you're going to stick to an 8 out of 10.
Yeah. So far, we still need a couple. If we can get a creative midfielder and another defender, then that'd be 10 out of 10.
Okay, fair enough. Right, I noticed Kofi switched off his camera.
No, I had a call. Don't worry.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. So, Kofi, since you have so much faith in Darwin Núñez, scoring 12 goals in the Premier League, how would you rate your window?
Listen, I'm going to be realistic. I was going to say 7.5, but I'm going to stick with 7. Reasons being, yes, we did get who we wanted, Darwin, Carvalho, Ramsey, but I don't know about Ramsey because I've never seen him too much in games. so listen, I'm gonna say 7, but we really needed a stronger midfielder because I feel we're gonna get bullied in midfield this season.
Kofi.
No, listen.
With Henderson.
Guys, you need to hear me out because
now these guys are leggy now, you know. These guys are leggy now.
Henderson hasn't got those legs like that.
Nah, he's leggy now, man.
You need somebody that is gonna hustle defenders hard.
I'll take. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because I've got Jorginho. Yeah, and my 18-year-old nephew will flick him and fall over.
I want a Kante. I want a Kante in midfield. Somebody who's going to hustle people off the ball and retain that ball. That's why I miss Ronaldo, because he retained that ball for us.
Ronaldo, right now, Ronaldo's is he without a club or he's looking to because he went to the PSG
he's in Roma. He's not been happy at PSG.
Oh, Roma, okay.
Roma's got an agreement with him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Mourinho, isn't it? You know Mourinho, like him, it's a trick.
Yeah, he don't matter.
He don't miss a trick, man.
Yeah, he takes all the has-beens. That's what Mourinho does.
But they perform for him, though. Huh? They perform for him, though. Yeah. The has-been performed for Mourinho, you know what I'm saying?
True.
Because Matic's gone there, you know. That's why Matic's gone.
I know.
It's just like...
He loves Matic. He took him...
Yeah, he loves everywhere. Chelsea.
He took the man, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Finish your point. Don't you think,
ideally, I would have liked a midfielder that's going to hustle, someone similar to Kante, but you know, it is what it is, and we're going to have to go with what we have.
Wow, that's interesting. That's real interesting.
Genie should never have left.
Exactly.
She's right.
But that 400 grand per week, they got him on 400 grand per week at PSG.
I know.
People sometimes don't honour the fact that some of these players have actually been and done it for us. You know.
True.
Yeah.
He won the champs, didn't he? Won the champs.
Yeah, Champions League. Yeah.
Done.
So if Genie started it, if he didn't get those 2 goals to beat Barcelona in the Champions League semi-final, I don't think this road gets anywhere for us.
But he's not really a traditional midfielder, though, is he? He used to be a winger, and then Klopp turned him into a centre mid because of his hard work rate.
But that's the thing. Klopp has this knack of getting players even in different positions and changing it around for him.
Yeah.
And that's why Noodles will be fine, bro. You know what I mean? There's no doubt in my mind that you lot need to back your players.
I trust Klopp.
So do I.
I trust my guy, and Núñez is going to be fine.
I'm jealous of Henderson. I would love Henderson in my team. Can't lie to you.
Hendo's not a Chelsea type of guy, man.
Yeah. No, there's no team he can't play for in the Premier League.
Like if
No
you
team.
how
He
can you
even plays for City.
if you have someone like Kante, Jorginho, you have players that can pass through.
Hendo's bigger than that, and if you can't see that, that's peak.
No,
Hendo is the type. I see Hendo. Remember when it was lockdown and you could hear the players because of there was no crowd. Hendo was shouting at Trent, "Get over here!" What kind of pass was that?
I give you that.
He's an organizer. He's an organizer.
He's a leader. He's an absolute leader.
And there's a lot of Liverpool fans that I know said that he should have been England captain over Harry. A lot of Liverpool players felt like he was a true leader, even at that age. Yeah. So
and he actually gets that respect from the players. You don't get a lot of that these days, you know.
No,
where players can because these days people are turning around like, "Who are you talking to?" You know what I mean? Hendo's got that respect, you know, and he orders it. And when he's not playing well himself, he's upset, he's vexed. You know
but the reason I say Wijnaldum, the type of player, is what we need. He was the engine. He was the engine for us.
Yeah, I got you. I get that respect because Wijnaldum energy was different. That's cool.
So
it's Usher.
D is sort of sat back and done that. So let's finish with this one. Is Man United going to win a trophy this season?
Yeah, we're gonna run the luck of the green, and we're gonna win the Europa League and come through the Champions League on the back door. There we go. I said it.
Gotta back your team.
Boy,
because you know what?
Can I just say something on behalf of Asher? You're facing us, mate, bro. Yeah. So forget that.
I ain't even worried about Arsenal in the Europa League.
What are you talking about? You don't worry about that.
I'm not worried about Arsenal in the Europa League because
why?
It's a trophy that we've won already, so we know how to win it. So that's why I'm going to back my team to say because and the only reason why I'm saying that is that I don't see us finishing top 4, not with this reason. Because remember I said about probably 3 or 4 shows ago that he needs 3 to 4 transfer windows. So if he gets a rub of the green and gets the look of the run, then I'm looking at that's our best route back in the Champions League is the Europa League. If I'm being realistic, you know what I mean. So
well, listen,
he needs time,
guys,
and he's got Ronaldo, 37-year-old Ronaldo, but he needs time. Go figure, man. Go figure.
Listen, guys, I really appreciate everybody in the chat.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for participating. Big up to everybody.
Yes, Greg.
Asher, who was winding everybody up this evening.
I
don't know what Asher was on this evening, but listen,
man's like Asher, respect, man.
Respect you, man. You're saying it with your chest, and big up to Craig, big up to
yes,
Jay,
Craig, yeah, man.
And so many people in the chat.
Jason, yeah, man, all the man. Yeah, good to see you, Jason.
Good to see you. Right, listen, next week we go again, and just to let you know, on the Thursday, the 4th of August, we guys have been invited over onto another show called Football with Shigs. Send me your email, please, so that I can send it on to...
You know what I was going to say? I'll be on the one on the 4th, not the one on my 3rd. It's my wedding anniversary. So
okay. Yeah, so you don't...
So you're unlocked. So you're unlocked.
So you're unlocked.
Yeah.
So, so he's going
to
be...
I've been careful how I spoke about Arsenal this week, so I don't mash up, you know. Yeah. Because she's the type to hold it back.
Let's in advance, let's say happy anniversary to Ezra.
Yeah, man, happy anniversary, man. Big up yourself, man.
Yeah.
But I'll be on the 4th.
Yeah. So if you could send me your email address, so we will be going on a show, Football with Shigs. That's on the Thursday, the penultimate day before we play. Arsenal will play not Chelsea.
Palace. Yeah.
And so it's
come on the Eagles.
It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. That's Chile's second team. It's called the Royal Rumble, and he's hoping that we can all go over there and just say what our thoughts are in terms of where we're going to finish in the league. So please roll over on that show on Thursday, the 4th, Football with Shigs. But we will still have our show on the Wednesday. Obviously, we would have probably played our last preseason games. We will probably have seen that more players are coming. Hopefully, Man United would have got some players in, got Young over the line. Ezra, your defenders, hopefully you will seal the deal. Tottenham will probably end up buying a whole 11 the way they're going right now. and all I've got to say to you, Kof, is believe in Nunes, mate. Believe in him.
I
Yeah?
do.
Believe.
I believe.
I believe.
I believe.
You have to get the t-shirt. The t-shirt should say, "In noodles we trust," and you'll be nice.
when we come to Old Trafford, slap you up, man.
I expect it, bro. I expect it. We are a rebuild. Let's not get it twisted now. I told you that last week when we beat you 4-0, that we're still a rebuild. So the season is the season. The game is the game. You know what? If we come out of that 2-0, 2-1, 3-1, I'll be like, okay, you know what? I expect that because Klopp is, like Klopp said, it's Man United. It's never a friendly.
Yeah.
That's what your man said. It's never a friendly. It's personal. So I expect you man to be personal. We'll see.
Anyway, it's all right. It's all good.
In noodles we trust.
But listen, on that note, guys, please hit the like button, smash subscribe, and share if you're new. Again, I want to thank everybody that's in the chat. I want to say a big thank you to all of you guys. Big D, Ez, Klopp, Kofi Klopp, and Chili. We go again next week. Look forward to seeing who we have signed. And let's see where this transfer window takes us. And obviously, that will be the last games of the friendlies. We'll see how we get on with that one. But listen, let's end the show and say, smash the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. And we'll see you on the next What's Going On podcast. God bless.
Take care, guys.
Yeah, man. Take care.